Now, thousands of striking National Taxi Alliance operators have started their march to the Department of Transport in Pretoria to hand over a memorandum of grievances. Taxi operators accuse the department of ignoring their concerns. They've described Minister Joe Mosangwanyi as arrogant. Taxi operators gathered in their thousands in the capital amid heavy security. Earlier, the strike action caused major traffic disruptions and delays in several parts of Gauteng. Their grievances include the lack of a government subsidy for the taxi industry, unlike trains and bus transportation. Other concerns include the failure to issue new operating licenses and objections to the new R2 bill. The march will move to the Union buildings, where a second memorandum of grievances will be handed to the presidency. The taxi industry is responsible for nearly 70% of public transportation in the country. All right, well, let's get more now on the situation in Pretoria with that strike. Our reporter Sipho Steerman is covering this for us. Sipho, good afternoon to you once again. When we last spoke, you were at the Department of Transport, where a memorandum was being handed over. What's the latest?
Well, good afternoon to you and our viewers at home. Indeed, we've actually just moved away from the Department of Transportation, now heading towards Union buildings along Struben Street in Pretoria. So if any of our viewers are in Pretoria, in the CBD particularly, Struben Street is best to avoid at this point in time. The marchers are moving slowly. If you can just see behind me, the security detail as they are leading the striking taxi drivers towards the Union building. Of course, earlier there, the Union at the Transport Department, they had handed over a memorandum, obviously calling for the Transport Minister Joe Mosangwanyi to step down, saying that he's arrogant and does not listen to their concerns. Another, of course, a call they've made is that they are totally against the R2 bill with its demerit system, and you would know they're saying that the work of the taxi drivers is unique to them, in the sense that taxi drivers, by the nature of their work, they commit a lot of traffic fines, saying that if then there is a demerit system where you could possibly lose your license, that means then that taxi drivers would be at risk at losing their licenses, meaning that then they will be losing their livelihoods. Let me just get out of the way here. Security wants us to just move away as they are leading this. Well, I suppose that's the nature of a live protest that we are covering. And so far, I must tell you, it's been largely peaceful. The taxi operators have behaved themselves, but we don't know what will happen when we get to the Union buildings, where they'll also be handing over that memorandum. Back to you, Natasha.
All right, Sipho, any word yet from the Transport Department, from Joe Mosangwanyi?
Well, the Transport Department sent an official that came to receive the memorandum and signed it, but said that the minister will respond in due time to all of their grievances. But of course, speaking to some of the taxi operators here, they've said to us they don't have any faith in him, because they had obviously at first wanted to march on the 19th of October, and they gave him a chance to talk to them, but he did not come on board. So they say they don't have a faith in him, hence they are also moving to the presidency, hopefully hoping that the presidency would put more pressure on the Minister of Transportation. But an official did receive it and said they would respond. But taxi operators here are not buying it, saying they want the presidency to come on board and put pressure on the Transport Department. Natasha.
Thanks, Sipho. Sipho Steerman, live from Pretoria, just monitoring that taxi strike for us.